TikTok. Many of you have been saying, okay, Carrie, help me out with TikTok. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, maybe one day YouTube Shorts. Can you just tell me how to use it? So here's what I thought I would do. I am going to give you the basics of TikTok. If you already have an account, you're doing better than most. If you don't have an account, I'm gonna give you some homework and there's some things you need to do. So first things first, let's log into TikTok. Make sure my sound's turned down because we already know. So we're gonna log into TikTok. And here's what I want you to do first. If you don't have a TikTok account, you can go to TikTok.com. You can go to your App Store or your Play Store and download the app. And then the next thing I want you to do, whether it's TikTok.com or whether it is from the app, I want you to go to your profile. So notice down here in the bottom right corner, I click profile. Just like any other product, whether it's your CRM, it's Facebook, whether it's your multiple listing service, I need you to update your profile. First of all, you just need to comply with code of ethics and license law, and people need to know what state you're in and what company you work for, because maybe I want to send you a referral if I'm a real estate agent, or maybe the consumer wants to hire you and they need to know who you work for. So before we go over what you see, bottom right-hand corner, profile. I want you to come to your profile and I want you to simply click edit. Now, if you're just newly creating your account, you'll be taken through that process. I will tell you, when you create your first account or an account with TikTok, Instagram, they will give you a name. So take a second and update your name. So when I click edit profile, I have about me. So you can see I have my username, my name, I have my username, my TikTok link. You can add your pronouns, you can add your bio, your website, category. We also have the ability to attach some social media. So that's just the basics. So take a few minutes, let us know who you are. So maybe your name, then your username will also be your TikTok landing page. And then please tell us who you work for and maybe put in your company website or maybe even your Linktree. I like to use Linktree because it's also the same on Instagram. So at the top of the screen, I want you to see that you have the ability to change your photo and you can add a video. So I think you'll see me like this. So you can add a photo and a video. So we'll go out of your profile. And so this is my profile. So you can see that I have a video where you can see me moving. You can see that right underneath that, I have my username. That plus sign is similar to using Instagram. You can add a story. You can see how many people I'm following, how many people are following me, how many likes I have. I have the ability to edit my profile, share my profile. And then when I click on that little person, I can see friends and who is suggested to me. So I'll go back. So again, just the basics. You can see who I work for. You can see real estate speaker. You don't get too much information here. So I also recommend that you make sure you have a way for people to contact you through your website. You can see that any orders I've placed. If I click Instagram, did TikTok make me buy it? Maybe one thing so far. I will often go and look on Amazon because I know I can get it faster. But sometimes I always think maybe I should support the influencer. I'll keep you posted on it. Top of the screen, you can see my name. There's an arrow because I do have access to someone else's account, my husband's. And then here, when you click on this little calendar, I have the ability to create a live, and you can see if I purchased any. You also see these three lines. You know, some people like to call it a hamburger. I have creator tools if I have a balance. I also have a QR code. So even if you're watching this video, you scan my QR code and follow me on TikTok. I can take this QR code and put it in a direct mail piece. Oh, I could take this QR code and put it on the back of a business card. You can pretty much put this QR code anywhere. So we'll go out of that. And then as I start to scroll, you can see that I have some drafts. You can see what's been pinned. You can see where I went viral. You can see my content on my profile. So here's what I want you to do. homework before you get started with really using TikTok. Now, if you're already using TikTok, this will just be good for you. So when you're on TikTok, bottom left to right, home is where you kind of get addicted, right? 8 o'clock at night. This is where we get sucked in. You can see that I have friends. This is where the plus sign will allow me to create content. My inbox, where I need to engage with some people that have sent me some direct messages, and then my profile. We're currently on my profile. So when I click home, I can swipe through to kind of see what other people are posting. Your homework is this. Now you can definitely get a timer, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, like don't overdo this. And you can kind of swipe through to see what content is out here on TikTok. But here's what I want you to see at the top of the screen. That's not me, that's my twin. I want you to see that I'm following science and technology. You can see who I'm following, shop, and for me. So this is currently what Instagram is pushing to me. I want you to notice that you can go look at live events. So I can see live events happening now. We can swipe through to see live events. So I'm going to get out of this. I want you to click on this little magnifying glass. And I want you to think about what the consumer might be searching for. And I also want you to think like a real estate agent. So go put in new listings, Bartlett, Illinois, new listings, Kissimmee, Florida, houses for sale. Think like a real estate agent. And then I want you to think about what the consumer might be looking for. Like I put in flipping houses, and really quickly, right out the gate, people are giving you their journey or tips on flipping homes. You'll also see that you have the option to look at the top content, videos, users, sound, shop. You can see live events, places, and hashtags. The reason why I want you to do some research is I want you to see what is getting engagement. You can even go look at users. So you can see that I put in flipping houses, home buyer tips. You have someone that has, we have never put down 20% when buying a home. We have don't buy an ugly house. We have the #1 trick to avoid, home buying 101. She looks very entertaining. 3 don'ts when buying your home. All of this. Buy a home with less than $1,000. Like these, look to see who's getting engagement. That is what the consumer might want to watch. I asked my son, I was like, John, how do I go viral on TikTok? And he was like, do exactly what I'm telling you to do. And then he said, you just might be boring, or if you're not getting the views you want, it's because the content isn't what people want to watch. Users on TikTok are under the age of 30. They're looking for something other than what I might want to give them. So in order to build up my following, in order to build up views, in order to build up engagement, I need to come here and do more research. So what I found is the people that are getting views in the real estate space are taking them through the process. The people that are getting views here in the real estate space they're not saying, here are the 10 steps to home ownership. They're telling you, like what not to do, how to sell your home for sale by owner. Things like that make people go, okay, she's going to give it to me. She's going to tell me that. So go check it out. Go see what other people are doing. And by the way, it is okay for you to test something. So let's say, for example, you live in Bartlett, Illinois, and that's going to be your niche market. You might go interview, businesses, make it fun. So TikTok is pushing longer form content. However, it doesn't mean shorter content won't. So I'm going to challenge all of you before you start creating content. Now, if you're already creating content, you might want to go look to see what is actually getting views. Here, I'm going to go back to my profile. I want you to go look to see what is getting views and engagement. What I learned right away when I went viral is people really do want to see live, work, play, lifestyle. People like, how can I tie in real estate with when I'm traveling? How can I give you tips as a real estate instructor? I'm also a broker owner in Illinois and Florida. How can I help the consumer want to binge watch my content? So there you go. I want you to create an account. I want you to make sure you update your profile, bottom right-hand corner. Make sure we know who you work for, add a website. Then I want you to Also, come to TikTok and I want you to binge watch, like set a timer for maybe 15 minutes and look to see what is coming up in your feed because TikTok is pushing to you what content they want you to watch. Then in the top right hand corner, I want you to go search like a real estate agent, think like a real estate agent, and then I also want you to think like a consumer. You can always go to answerthepublic.com to see how people search, but you need to know TikTok is not tied into Google. So you need to figure out how the next generation, everyone under the age of 30, is thinking. Go do some research, go look at blogs. What content do they want? For my son, they want it to be entertaining, they want it to be fun, and I can't even say learn something, but I can tell you that the agents that are getting views are the agents that are teaching them something that they can go act on.